The word observe comes from a very similar looking Latin word, observare. This word, observare, is two words put together, ob and severe. Ob means in front of, in the direction of, before. Severe means to watch, keep safe. The word severe, though, has an even deeper root in language stemming from the word ser. Ser means to protect, keep watch, and also equipment. The word observation is considered a noun of action. This means observation is the action of the word observe. Putting everything together from these word histories, we could say that observation is the act of before watching, or in front of watching, or in the direction of watching. Interestingly, one of the parts of the brain that shows the highest activity during self-contemplation or self-observation is called our medial prefrontal cortex. This is located in our frontal lobe, which is in the portion of our brain at the very front. If you remember what the beginning of the word observation, ob, means, it means in front of. When we are observing ourselves, we are using the part at the front of our brain. A couple of other ways to combine the root meanings of observation are in the direction of plus keeping safe, in front of plus to protect, before plus equipment, and in the direction of plus equipment. What does the word observe mean to you? How would you define it to a small child? How would you explain it to an alien? What do you observe? What do you use to observe? But let's put a pin in the word observe for now and look into the history of the word self. What does the word self mean to you? How would you define the word self to a small child? How would you describe the word self to an alien? How do you observe yourself? Self is a pronoun. It has a rich background that has traveled around the globe, and it is a concept which is present in almost every language in use. Self means one's own person, same, and self-existent one. When we refer to ourselves, we use the words I am. I am has the same meaning as self because whatever the self is doing is what I am doing. In Hebrew, the word for I am is the word haya. It means to exist, to be, become. Other meanings of haya are occur and come to pass. Haya often denotes more than just existing or the identity of a thing. It tends to emphasize a presence, an emotion, or a state. In other words, haya refers to being. One of the most popular sentences using this word is from Exodus 3 in the Bible. In this passage, God tells Moses, I am, Haya, what I am, Haya. This is how God identified himself to Moses. God told Moses, my name is I am. What does it mean to you that when you refer to yourself by saying, I am, you are using the same words that God used in the Bible to communicate his own name? Now, when self observes itself, the self is both observing and being observed. It is the only component in action. The self is both I and am. And I observes am. This means that what the self observes is the same as what it observes. This is the aspect of I am. The only factors that self can observe of itself are what it is being, how it is being, who it is being, why it is being, and where it is being. Another way of saying this is the only real factor that self can observe is being. This means that self and being are the same thing. I equals self, and am equals being. If you say, I am happy, everyone knows you are being happy. What you are being is the same as what you say you are. I am happy. Sometimes it's easier to think in terms of the self being something, but in actuality, what self is being. Being is the something self is. Being is what self is. Yourself isn't a something, or a someone, or a somewhere, or a somehow. Yourself is being, not a being, just being. Are you being right now? How do you know? Can you tell me how you know you are being without using the words I am? Think about everything that you can observe. Some of the things that I think we would all agree on are the weather, other people, environments like mountains, rivers, cities, skies, neighborhoods, ourselves, our thoughts, our feelings, our desires, our fears, and our dreams. In short, we can observe anything we can see, smell, touch, taste, and feel. Can you think of anything else? Now let's go a little deeper here. We have figured out that what the self observes is itself. And we have also concluded that the self can observe anything conveyed through the senses. And we have also resolved that anything self observes is being. If everything self observes is itself, and if the only thing self can observe is being, and if we can know whatever is being through observation, then we will end up with this sentence: your reality is a being, and it is conscious of being you, because it is the same as what you are.